Senate President Godswill Akpabio has denied reports claiming he insulted former U.S. President Donald Trump over an alleged threat to invade Nigeria. The viral statement, which quoted Akpabio as criticizing Trump's comment on attacks against Christians, was described by his office as a malicious and completely fabricated report. Akpabio's media aide, Honorable Esema Eyibo, said the Senate President never made such remarks publicly or privately. He added that the image attached to the fake post was lifted from an unrelated event to mislead the public and stir diplomatic tension between Nigeria and the United States. Eyibo reaffirmed Akpabio's respect for global diplomacy, noting that he views Trump as a historic figure and leader of a great nation. The Senate President's office urged Nigerians to disregard the viral message and rely on verified sources for information. I mean, with the imminent report of Trump, telling the president of Nigeria that if we don't fix our internal problems, the U.S. is going to come and fix it for us. And this report by Akpabio, what are your thoughts on this?
Yes, I saw what they posted online that Akpabio said that it was America that people are dying, that it is in America that people are dying and not in Nigeria. And that Nigeria, that as Nigerians, that we are okay with the situation and all that. So I think that is what is denying, that he didn't say it, and thank God that he has, he came up to clear the air. One thing I love about all this controversy is that our leaders, they are very careful in making statements. Yes, the statements by President Trump, yes, one can say that it's a statement that can, is provocative. But our leaders have, in this controversy, restrained themselves from making comments that will further, incite the people and make the people, being thrown into a form of apprehension. So for Akpabio to come up to say that he didn't make those statements, that it was false, it was fabricated, I think it's a good one.
Right. Now, many other people did come out to also make statements. We have, for Kwakwaso, as yesterday, did say that America can come in and help us with the fight against, the insurgency, the problem we currently have, as opposed to the statement he made against, putting it under a religious front and hitting up the polity. In the overview of this, what are your thoughts on, the president, the America coming in to rescue us from this problem of insecurity?
The American president did not say that he was coming to rescue us. He didn't say that. He just made a statement that was so heavy, and a statement that is insightful, a statement that can make any country to start panicking. And to me, I find it very unfortunate, honestly, from President Trump. Yes, recently they have tried in trying to sell some weapons to Nigeria to fight insurgency and the grants they are giving to Nigeria. But there are statements that you don't make as a leader in the world. There are statements you don't make. Because this statement can further deepen the hatred in Nigeria across religion lines. Now, Christians can say that, okay, Muslims are the ones killing us in the north. Let's start killing Muslims here. And in all these places, we have Muslims, we have Christians, and non-believers that are dying. I read somewhere that people are, attributing this remark from President Trump to IPOB, that it is what the IPOB sold to the congressmen in the US that they are flying with. I don't want to believe all those. what President Trump would have done, call the president of Nigeria. What is happening? We have a diplomatic relationship. Call the president. What is happening in your country? I heard this, that. What is happening? Is it true? Than making this kind of weighty statements. Believe it or not, in Africa, Nigeria is seen to be the most powerful in Africa. And whatever thing that happens to Nigeria definitely will affect most of the countries in Africa. So at this point in time, I love what our government is doing. They are being careful. Yesterday also, Bauer was on, a British station clarifying what is happening in Nigeria. That it is not a religion war. It is not a religious war. Yes, there are killings in Nigeria, no doubt. But these people are not Christians alone. Muslims too are dying. People that doesn't believe in Christianity and Islam, they are also dying. So,
well, many people are talking about when you counted by the amount of people, there were names. Did you see the slab that had names? So people are saying that more Christians over time have died more than you have, because we don't have good data statistics, that is quite difficult in itself to prove.
If we are to go by counting and what is being presented, if we should start taking videos and pictures of those that have been killed, you will understand that it is Nigerians that are dying and not Christians and not Muslims. It is Nigerians that are dying.
Why hasn't the Nigerian government stood up to the occasion of fixing insecurity?
What we must know is that, fine, as a government, you are, looking how to build our educational sector, our agricultural sector, and also on. It is also good to prioritize security. That's cool. But you also know that the president is not the person at the war front. Our security men, we've had news and statements by some people that there are sabotage, they are sabotaging the system.
Why aren't people sabotaging the system being called out? Why are they being taken out of the structure? Why have we come to the point where the government sits down with bandits to negotiate? How did we get here?
The good side of the whole controversy that is happening right now is that the government will be put on their toes.
Why do you need someone to put you on your toes? The primary function of government is to safeguard lives and property. Before we talk about the agriculture, you need people to eat the food.
But
before we talk about the taxes, you need human beings alive to pay it. Before we talk about oil, you need people alive to want to use this oil. If everybody faces this as is being faced, with these constant killings, repeated killings, do you think we'll still have Nigerians alive to talk about agriculture?
If, when I'm, contributing to issues such as this, I do give commendation to our military personnel. They are trying. Because if not for their gallantry, I don't think there have been any local governments left in the north not being occupied by these extremists. I don't think so. Recall there was time that almost half of a local government, is it in one of the northern states? But at least we are recovering them. In Borno State now, I think it is only one local government that is under their control, which Governor Zulum cried out one of the days. Our personnel are trying. They are trying to combat these crimes. And this crime is not only in the north. We also have these extremists in the southeast. We have them in the south-south. We have them in the southwest. So the fight against crime or insecurity should be holistic. But the problem now is that it shouldn't be a religion thing. That's my problem. Because when you do that, you will further take this country into a crisis that we never bargained for. We have Muslims in this country. We have Christians in this country. We have people that doesn't believe in any of these religions, but they still serve their own God in this country. When you start selling this narrative and this sentiment, what do you think will happen in this country? That is why I find the statement of President Trump very unfortunate.
Thank you so much for your insight on that report.